Hey guys, it's Ryan here at Motobilt, and we're super excited today to talk about our new JK tire carrier. This right here is a 2012 JK. The customers that have already ordered it, which you can get it right now at motobilt.com, they love just how heavy duty it is. We use 12 bolts instead of these 4 bolts here, and just the look of it, the sleek design, the ruggedness, you can tell in the welds, and you'll see as we go through this whole installation process, just it's a complete transformation on the back end of your Jeep JK. We all know as soon as we get our Jeep, we cannot wait to throw a lift under it and some big boy tires on it. Now that's a tire. But the problem with these larger tires is the weight. With your factory hinges, they only cover about 1/4 of the tailgate, and again, you've only got these 4 bolts that are in it. The beautiful thing about our JK tire carrier here at Motobilt is it distributes the weight most of the way across your whole tailgate, and we use 12 bolts instead of 4. All right guys, here we have got our tire carrier kit. It's going to come with those 12 mounting bolts. You've got your bushings, you've got your grease bolts, you've also got the adjustable mount, and it's all cut out of 3/16 steel plate. So it's going to give you all the durability and strength you need to run up to that 37-inch tire that we showed you a little earlier. A couple of the options we have that will go with the tire carrier is our spare tire tag relocation kit, or these pieces here, and then also our optional high lift jack mount. And they all function all together seamlessly, man, just look great. Now I'm going to be removing the factory hinges. First off, you start with a 1/2 inch socket. Now to remove the hinge from past your tailgate, we'll be using a T50 star bit. Now that we've got the factory hinges off, we'll be putting our Motobilt hinge brackets right back using the factory bolts. All right, now that I've got the bushings in, I'm going to put in my sleeve. Guys, now that we've got our main piece of the tire carrier loosely bolted in here, and you want to make sure that you've got it in but you don't snug down any of your bolts, because you're going to actually have to do some shifting to make sure that both of your seams on your tailgate line up and you can actually shut your tailgate. You can tighten back down all of your bolts and make sure they're good and snug. As you just saw, what I had to do is, once I've tightened down these outer bracket bolts, I came to the inside and I removed the 2 screws with a T30 on your tailgate check. So once I got that removed, I was able to open the tailgate all the way and then use a shortened T55 to be able to secure the 2 inner bolts on your hinge brackets all the way. Now it's time to install our adjustable mount. And it's adjustable because you have 3 height settings that you can set your tire. You've got the bottom one, you got the middle, and you have the top. So you have the option of the height that you want to have it at. The hardware you're going to have for that is 4 3/8x1 bolts with flat washers and nylock nuts. For this particular setup, we chose the highest mounting height. So all I'm doing now is snugging in my 3/8x1 bolts with my 9/16 socket and wrench. Now we're going to install the second part of our adjustable mount. And you'll notice the slotted holes here, and that'll allow you to telescope in and out so you can kind of actually set the depth of your spare tire. Now I've got all my stuff mounted in here, got all my bolts secured and tightened. Now I can mount my spare tire. Now I've got my tire mounted on here. I'm going to snug down my lugs hand tight first and then come back and secure them. Now we're going to show you some of the different options that you can use with your JK tire carrier. First we're going to do is our spare tire tag relocation kit. To start the process, it comes in 2 pieces. You've got your outer piece that you'll actually mount your license plate to, and then you have your inner piece. It has some slotted holes that will fit over the top 2 lug bolts that you're going to mount your spare tire on.
good Jeeper knows that when you're on the trails, out on the rocks and in the mud, how essential it is to have a good high lift jack. Now this is a big piece of equipment, and you're going to need a place to store it that's good and accessible when you're out there on the trails. That's why we've got our Motobilt high lift jack mount. It's going to be installed. You've already got some weld nuts that are in your tire carrier, and they'll use a 3/8 by 1 bolt with a flat washer. So now I've got our Motobilt universal high lift jack mount installed. Super easy to do. You just have two 3/8 by 1 bolts with flat washer. The great thing about it is you don't need tools to install your high lift jack into the mount. You can do it all by hand. Just to show y'all how easy it is to open and close your door with all of this extra added weight. I'll demonstrate it right now. It opens fine and easy. I'm not pushing hard all the way to the stop. It clears your D-ring mounts, and closing it's just as easy as opening it.